Okay. Okay. I am in it now. Yes.
Okay. All right. Hi, everyone. Apologies. We did not know on this end that you were having difficulties getting into the meeting. One of the local reporters came in and let us know he couldn't get on Zoom, so we rectified. We have just been in a 9-minute recess. We paused for procedural consultation with the senior clerk. We're about to hear a report on the answer to our question. And we also dealt with our technical issues. So apologies for those of you who've been waiting out in the cold. Matt, I already made mention of your assistance to Phillipstown today, Matt Krug, Water and Wastewater Superintendent. Is there anything that you would like to add?
No, if you already hit on the rest of the topics of the submittal report, yeah, no, I mean, it's pretty much
testing normal, and Laura gave an update on our dam progress as well.
Right, yeah, Titanic got through with the inspections. The upper got a little bit worse, but other than that, yeah, she went over it. I'm sure you guys are fully aware of the safety inspections went over.
Yep.
All right.
You were waiting to say almost nothing, and then off you go.
Well, there you go. Well, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and we'll see you soon.
And to you. Thank you.
All right, likewise.
Okay, so the question that we asked was, with a bare quorum, can I vote to authorize?
Yes, the answer from Jeff was that you can.
Okay, great. So
go forward.
I would like to make a motion to return to agenda item. Thank you very much, Karen, for confirming. To agenda item 9B, related to the letter of commitment for the NYSERDA Clean Energy Grants.
Great. We already discussed, so I make a motion to authorize the mayor to sign a letter of commitment for the NYSERDA Clean Energy Communities Grant.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Great. We'll send off the applications tomorrow.
Okay, resolution 39/2023, adopting the New York State Climate Communities Program pledge. Laura, if you want to give us an introduction, and then we can move to motion.
Sure. So the New York State Climate Smart Communities is a well-known program in the state. Municipalities opt into they first make a pledge, committing to being a climate smart community, and then begin to take actions to move forward on sustainability issues and climate adaptation issues. And as they move forward, they gain points, which can lead to certification. One side benefit of this is that then you get some extra points on state grants, which can be useful for us. But ultimately, the idea of it, I think, is to reflect what we have already shown in the village, which is that we take actions to address our environment. We are part of the CCA program for our electricity. We are addressing, increased storms in the village. We've taken actions like install LED lighting. We're part of this NICE Started Clean Energy Communities grant. So I think we've done a lot of these actions, but this is to take a formal step to take the Climate Smart Communities pledge. And so I would propose that we adopt this resolution, and happy to have a discussion, and then
Any discussion before we move to resolution?
Trustee Bosey, there's a similar pledge in place by Phillipstown, right?
yes, that's right. So Phillipstown and Nelsonville have already adopted this pledge. Phillipstown has a really active climate smart task force that is kind of the implementation arm once you adopt this. And I'll come back to the trustees with my proposal for how we put this into implementation, but it's essentially to work really closely, as we already have been, with the climate smart, the Phillipstown task force. So they're excited about that.
That's great.
There are currently village residents who are very engaged with that at the town level, so we have to bring back some of that
That's right.
expertise here. So would you like to make the motion?
Great. So following resolution was offered by Laura Bosey for adoption and seconded by
Me, by the mayor?
Mayor Foley, to wit, whereas the village of Cold Spring believes that that climate change poses a real and increasing threat to our local and global environments and is primarily due to the burning of fossil fuels. Whereas the effects of climate change will endanger our infrastructure, economy, and livelihoods, harm our farms, orchards, and ecological communities, including native fish and wildlife populations, threat invasive species and exotic diseases, reduce drinking water supplies and recreational opportunities, and pose health threats to our citizens. And whereas we believe that our response to climate change provides us with an unprecedented opportunity to save money and to build livable, energy independent, and secure communities, vibrant innovation economies, healthy and safe schools, and resilient infrastructure. And whereas we believe the scale of greenhouse gas emission reductions required for climate stabilization will require sustained and substantial efforts. And whereas we believe that even if emissions were drastically reduced today, communities would still be required to adapt to the effects of climate change for decades to come. It is hereby resolved that the village of Cold Spring, in order to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and adapt to a changing climate, adopts the New York State Climate Smart Communities Pledge, which comprises the following 10 elements: build a climate smart community, inventory emissions, set goals and plan for climate action, decrease energy use, shift to clean and renewable energy, use climate smart materials management, implement climate smart land use, enhance community resilience to climate change, support a green innovation economy, inform and inspire the public, and engage in an evolving process of climate control. Roll call vote.
A second? Not seconded. Roll call vote, please vote.
Trustee Frymark,
Aye.
trustee Bosey,
Aye.
and Mayor Foley.
Hi. Thank you very much, Laura,
So-
for that work.
Yeah, thank you. I think we need some sort of official documentation that we adopted it. So I'll work with the clerk's office and then I'll submit it to the state and then we'll be recognized.
Okay.
Thank you. It's been adopted this date, December 13th, 2023.
Okay. The next item is representative of workaday life in the village. We have had some rodent incursion in the basement, which we needed to address. And it would be a good idea for us to maintain some sort of proactive management on a monthly basis with JP McHale. So this is a proposal to authorize to approve that monthly service agreement. It is $225. $225 and 95 for the 225 for the contract and 95 for monthly visit. Any discussion? No.
Unfortunately, I think we've seen that.
See what happens when you don't have them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Smelled what happened.
So I would make a motion to enter into a service agreement with JP McHale. Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. The next, we have, this will be the third year in a row that we have entered an intermunicipal agreement for mutual aid in winter snow removal and ice control on public roadways with the town of Phillipstown. We have a very slim staff, and this agreement has the town, should we need an additional truck or help in the storm, available to make that, to come in and assist us. We do not need to read all of this into the record. We simply need to authorize me to sign the IMA. It was approved by the Phillipstown Town Board I believe in last week's session. Any discussion? Would someone like to make a motion? Aaron?
Yes. I move to authorize Mayor Foley to sign the intermunicipal agreement for snow removal with Phillipstown.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Hey, you did. Well done, you. Yay. First motion. Okay, the next, the village earlier, in, I think it was October, we entered into a contract with Highlands Architecture for a conditions assessment, documentation of existing conditions in Village Hall, and a plan to address existing conditions and sort of phasing. We need to prioritize one portion of that project relating to doors and windows. It is beyond the scope of the original proposal, but something that we do need to be able to prioritize. The architect has put together an estimate of time needed to prepare a thorough bid packet so that we get this right out of the gates. Any discussion? Nope. Okay, would someone like to make a motion for me to sign?
I make a motion to authorize the mayor to sign the amended agreement with Highlands Architecture to include preparation of bill documents for building security upgrades.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, next, for those of you who were not, unfortunately, I'm sorry again, able to join us at the beginning, we did vote at the beginning of the agenda to add a request from the Boy Scouts related to holiday decorations to our agenda. Irene Pieza is here to make that request. We could adjust the camera. No, not at all. It'll come to you. The camera will come to you. Tell us.
One, I was hoping to decorate, Troop 437 would like to decorate the, should I wait? Or?
Okay. Hold on. Wait, I'm gonna do it.
Right, thanks.
There.
There we go. Okay, carry on.
All right.
Irene representing Boy Scout Troop 273.
437, can we, for the past several years, we've been decorating the village hall windows. Recording, decorating the windows.
Sir, could you please
run a feedback
on your phone? Have you tried to reduce the volume on your phone?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. So to decorate the village hall windows for the holiday, both a menorah and Christmas decorations in general, winter wonderland looking things.
It's been a real joy every year that I know the staff has enjoyed having it. Villagers have commented. I have no opposition to that request. Anyone else? Okay.
And then also I forgot to add this to when I came in, there is a Boy Scout fundraiser this Saturday. We'll be at Newtown, that's one thing, but we were also hoping to have a table set up at the base of the Main Street where the Main Street and the tunnel are, or the bathrooms are. I forget I don't know what that little name of
The
visitor center, yeah.
Pause for a second. Make sure that we're recording everything. Let us know when you're ready, Laura.
No, it's recording.
Hitting the whiteboards, but.
Yeah, it's recording. I don't think we're hitting anything, so.
Could you confirm that you can hear?
Yes, I can hear. I believe it's someone that is online that's doing that.
Is there a way that
We can let it.
there it goes again.
Yeah, is there a way that we can, restrict that?
I don't know. I will try.
We may have to,
I have a problem.
yeah, close it until.
It appears to be, James Madison appears to be moving a cursor across the screen, someone using the name James Madison.
Anyone who
Yeah.
just hovers will do that, so.
Okay,
Yeah, so,
I think there might be a security issue with this.
yeah, I think we should, maybe recess, close this and address it.
make a motion to recess for, I'm sorry, audience, for another 5 minutes while we address an online security concern. May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, I put him in the waiting room. Go back in. If he does it again, I'll just remove him from the meeting. All right, unmute.
Jeff, if you could mute, thank you. Now you'll need to turn your volume down. And if anyone in the room.
You're good.
Could you please reduce the volume, turn off the volume on your phone?
And Jeff, you're the host, so you're hitting record and taking care of
It's already recorded.
other logistics. Okay.
Okay, so again, apologies. We were in the midst of hearing a request from the Boy Scouts. We had some technical interference with our meeting, which is unfortunate to interrupt the Boy Scouts. But here we are. So you were asking about a permit to sell trees.
Yes, I guess a quick temporary permit or permission to set up a fundraising table at the visiting center at the very end of Main Street, by the tunnel.
As we did last year.
As we did last year, will probably be, it'll be crafts, it'll be some baked goods and several or 5, maybe 10 trees from the ambulance corps, the ambulance corps, right? So
Yeah.
we work with them a little bit to help promote their fundraiser also.
Right. And as I recall, it was very successful last year with people actually taking small trains back on small trees back on the train with them. Jeff, remind me, when we did this last year, did we issue a permit or we simply gave a board approval?
Just gave approval.
Discussion among board members or concerns? Okay, well, I would make a motion to allow the Boy Scout, a combined effort of the Boy Scouts and the Phillipstown Volunteer Ambulance Corps to sell trees and baked goods on the visitor patio this weekend. What are the days and times?
It's Saturday, the 16th, between 10 and 2, or until supplies last.
Uh-huh.
And the scouts will be in uniform, there'll be adults there also. Okay, so there'll be plenty of supervision.
Not at all worried.
And
So
hopefully organization.
This
I
is
make,
why I joined the board.
I make a motion to approve for the joyful things, right? Second, someone?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. Last is approval of bills. Laura, as part of the audit committee, you wanna make that motion? Let us know if there's anything in particular we should know.
It's a larger amount, this go around, it's, our payment for, to Royal for trash pickup, a number of, sort of insurance and, retirement for staff.
So would you like to?
And I make motion to approve bills batch number 7163 in the amount of $209,466.30.
Second, all in favor?
Okay.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, we have come to the end of our agenda. I make a motion to adjourn. A second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you next week for the organizational
Stop
meeting.
people from speaking again. And communist, fascist place.